Hello, hello, hello. I am so excited to be here as promised. Let me just do a quick sound check and make sure that you can actually hear me. We are going to talk about 2025 and what that is going to mean. I'm so excited to talk about my own experiences during times like this in the past and how I handled it and how I can help you to do the same. So come on in. Let me know where you are watching from. My name is Tamara Hamilton. I'm super excited and happy to be here. I am a certified content marketing and digital marketing strategist. I have over 32 years of sales, marketing, and leadership experience, with over 20 of those years being in corporate America in leadership roles, hiring and developing top talent. And I have a story to tell, and I can't wait to share that story with you. So come on in. If you are on my email list, you were invited specifically to watch this live, and I am very excited to present this information to you. Basically, I'm very transparent, right? So I have created a gym that has been many years in the making. It has been based on my own experience on working with lots of clients over the past 10 years, working with employees over the past 30 years, right? Over 20 years of leading teams, right? And, so this product is something that this program really is something I should have created and had out a long time ago, but I don't know, for whatever reason, I put other things out ahead of it. And to give you a little bit of understanding, I help my clients be seen more online. I help them generate more sales, right? I help them get over sales reluctance and sales mindset issues. I help them in lots of ways so that they can make more money, but ultimately it's about helping them to serve more people and make more of an impact, because most of the people, really all of the people that I work with, they are very passionate. They are here to serve. They are here to make an impact in the lives of others. And by the way, they get paid for that. We all need to get paid, right? We have bills to pay, right? So I created this program, and I'm going to share that program with you. But before I do, I want to share my own personal story, because we live in a very interesting time right now. I'm not going to get into all the details. We know all of the things that are going on in the world, and if we don't, then we are choosing not to know them. But here's one thing that I do know: there is a lot of concern, there is a lot of unknown, there is a lot of what is happening, what is going to happen. And a lot of people are putting in place a lot of different strategies to be able to hedge their bets, so to speak, right? We have a new administration coming in. There are a lot of proposed changes. There could potentially be, first of all, I'm not a fear monger. So if you're here for fear mongering and conspiracy theories, I'm not that girl. But I am very pragmatic. I am very practical, right? I do believe in a higher power, and I bring my spirituality to what I do, but I also am very pragmatic. I do believe in action, right? And so the program that I put together is definitely for action takers. And the whole program itself is built off of a framework I developed way back in corporate America in 2009. If you remember 2009, that is when the mortgage crisis happened. That is when Lehman Brothers happened. And that, by the way, is when I happened to be actually working in corporate America. So I'm going to share that story with you. I'm going to share the program with you and share an offer with you, and you can take it or you can leave it. But I think you're going to want to take it, because if I invited you here, you definitely should be here. So I'm going to go ahead and share a couple slides really quickly, and we will get going. Okay, so we're going to talk about the Luminary Path. It is a 6-month intensive. Okay, before we do, let's talk a little bit about me. You can see where else you can find me on social media. Okay, like I said, I have over 32 years of sales, marketing, and leadership experience. Right, so a lot of people know me for marketing. What they don't know and have not experienced is my sales acumen and how I have been able to take my own high powered sales, right? We all know I've sold hundreds of thousands of dollars in product, online. For example, there's one beauty product in particular that I've sold $80,000 worth of, right? And so I teach others how to do that. And that is me selling it as a one-on-one person. That is not a team behind me. That is my own personal sales production. And then I've also taught others how to do what it is that I do and sell without being salesy, by the way, without having the sales reluctance. Okay. So here's where you can find me on social media. My background is right out of high school. I was actually fortunate enough to be pulled into a program where I worked at the headquarters in the actual marketing department of a very well-known consumer brand that you use to freshen your home and your car and have for at least as long as I have been living, right? And I interned there for over 4 years and for the entire 4 years of my undergraduate degree. So I worked on consumer products as well as those products that were branded and strength to work in commercial settings. Okay. I've also worked with many of the largest brands that you know in the world. Okay. Names like Disney, Universal Studios, United Airlines, Southwest Airlines, and their vacation packages. I've worked in a variety of industries. So I have over 32 years of sales, marketing, and leadership experience. And I spent about 10 years in financial services. And throughout my entire career, all the way back to when I was in high school working at McDonald's, I actually was a leader. I was a trainer. I trained and educated people on product, on processes, on operations, on sales and marketing. And so that is the strength I bring to my coaching and consulting business, which I started back in 2014, really 2015, 2016. It kind of found me. I always knew it was going to happen, but people started seeing what I was doing online and they started reaching out to me. So over the years, I have developed several frameworks. Okay. And so in 2009, the mortgage crisis happened, right? And I was running banking centers. I was working in financial services for one of the world's largest banks. Okay. And the mortgage crisis happened. And just so you know, my job was I received a base pay, but then I could make an insane amount of money through my bonus, right? And that meant to get that bonus, my team and I had to hit certain performance levels, and it was gamified, right? They would never admit it, but it was gamified. And so I learned that compensation plan inside and out and worked my team. Now in 2009, everything possible that could go wrong went wrong. Okay. So it wasn't just Lehman Brothers, failing. It wasn't just the mortgage crisis. It was also things that was happening in the lives of my team. Okay. And where I worked, they ran a very thin staff, right? They looked at everything. You know how corporate America is. Everything is about the spreadsheet and the bean counting, right? And so it was all about your full-time equivalents. And they would play with that, and you would really be running a very, very thin team. Okay. And so we had, people out on leave, for various reasons, people getting sick, all kinds of things happened in 2009, including I myself needed to have a surgery and put that surgery off and wound up having that surgery later and was out of the office for 6 weeks. And when Lehman Brothers crashed and the mortgage crisis crashed, there was a lot of fear. And my job as a leader was to rally my team, get the fear out of them, not beat the fear out of them, but motivate and inspire them to perform at a high level despite everything that was going on. Okay. And I did that. I gave them a speech and, let them know like, hey, just keep all your eyes on me, all eyes on me. Okay. I'm going to lead us. We don't know what is going to happen, but what I am going to do, we are going to lead and we are going to perform in such a way that if there are shifts, if there are changes, if there are cuts, our names won't be on the list because we will be seen as valuable and we will be performing at such a level. And me and my team rose to the occasion. Okay. And we were the dog branch to begin with. We were the dog, right? I truly believe I was only promoted and put in that position to fail. And instead of failing, I actually rose to the occasion and then some. And so at the end of 2009, we were stack ranked at the end of the year. They looked at and put you in peer groups and stack ranked you. And our branch, our little old branch, ranked number 2 in its peer group and beat out other branches who had more resources and who had bigger staff and didn't go through the pains and the distress that our team went through. And why? Because of the framework that I put together and led my team through this. And now I have put that together. And a lot of people, like I said, there's a lot of fear, a lot of concern around 2025, right? And so with that fear around 2025, I actually am very calm. I'm very calm because I've been here before. I've done it before. I'm going to be okay. And if you follow me, if you join me in the Luminary path, you are going to be okay as well. So let's talk about what the Luminary path is. Okay. So you are going to discover how ambitious leaders like you. So let's talk about who that ambitious leader is. You have a business, you have a product, you have a service, and you're kind of on the struggle bus with that, right? And it is time to get off the struggle bus because 2025 for a lot of people is going to be your make or break year. Okay. So you are achieving consistent results. They just may not be where you want them to be. So you're building a scalable business and leading with confidence. And we're going to make sure that you do it without burning out. Okay. So what if I told you there's a proven way to finally step into the leadership role you deserve in your community, in your family, in your life, in your business, attract your ideal dream clients, and grow your business with clarity and purpose without sacrificing your sanity? I know what it's like to feel stuck, to work harder than ever, and yet still question if you're doing enough, juggling a never-ending list of responsibilities and wondering if burnout is just around the corner or if it's actually already crept in. I have been there. I used to work in corporate America. I was working up to 55, 60-hour weeks at one point. In my business, 12-hour days, trying to grow my business while managing everything else in my life. And it wasn't until I discovered a clear system for accountability, growth, and leadership that everything changed. I started to see consistent results, building momentum, and feeling confident in my business decisions. And that's why I created the Luminary Path, which is a results-driven program designed for ambitious go-getters ready to take action, build systems, and achieve measurable results. A lot of the reason many of you are failing and struggling and going through feast or famine is because you don't have clear-cut systems and you're not sticking to them. You are really good at what it is that you do, and you hate things like marketing and sales. But if you want to be in existence at the end of 2025, you are going to have to learn to do these things, right? And you're going to have to learn to do them well, okay? So whether you're tired of spinning your wheels, feeling overwhelmed, or looking for a next clear step, this program will help you to gain clarity, stay accountable, and get the results you've been chasing. So here's what you get when you join the Luminary Path. You're going to get monthly training sessions. They're going to be live focus workshops where we tackle critical areas like client attraction, sales, and scaling your business. I'm going to share my very own frameworks with you, okay? My exact systems and automation, all right? I'm going to give you swipe files, meaning these are emails, for example, that have been proven to convert. These are social media posts that are proven to convert. They're going to be live Q&A office hours. So basically, you're going to be building your business for yourself, but not by yourself. You're going to have dedicated time to ask questions, troubleshoot challenges, and get personalized feedback. And you will have on-demand replay to those, both the monthly training sessions and on-demand replays. So if you can't make it live, you will have access to recordings at any time to stay on track and review key insights. You will have accountability and support. You will be in a group. There's the power of the mastermind. So you will be in a group of other individuals who will be able to give their feedback and their insight and their experience. So you're not just learning from me, you're learning from others. And then you're also having others learn from you, which is going to boost you up and boost your confidence and help you to achieve your goals. Okay. So you'll get proven tools and templates, ready to use resources to simplify implementation and save time. So these are not just things that ChatGPT created. These are not just things that you can go and you can grab from anywhere else. These are proven from myself, from my clients, from mentors, from my experience of over 32 years. Remember, I led high performing teams. I managed millions of dollars in assets. Okay. There are certain tools and resources and tracking mechanisms that you need, right? You're not tracking your success, right? You don't know the key performance indicators, and that is all going to be a part of this 6-month cohort. Okay. So what I'm offering is a fast action bonus. There are a couple ways that you can join this. Okay. Because I wanted to make this, number one, affordable in the face of adversity, right? In the face of uncertainty, because I'm not a fearmonger. In the face of uncertainty, there are a couple ways that you can join the Luminary path, okay? You can pay in full today and you will save nearly $400 when you pay in full today. And by the way, because of the payment processor that I use, when you pay in full today, you actually get the ability to still make a payment plan through Klarna, okay? And if you do a pay in full while I am live today, let me throw that on the screen. If you do pay in full while I am live today, you will actually get a fast action bonus. So let me put that up there. Okay, so there is the way to take advantage of this fast action bonus, okay? So that fast action bonus is going to be quarterly one-on-one strategy sessions with me, valued at $1,000 a piece, right? So you will get a quarterly review so that you can modify, adjust, and control to be able to increase your results. Now, I was offering 5 of these because I soft launched this yesterday. Because remember, I said I created this at the request of my existing clients and customers, right? And 2 have already taken me up on this. So where I came here to tell you that there were 5 seats just this morning, we've had 2 people, one in Florida and one in Tennessee, who have taken me up on the pay in full and have joined the Luminary path. Okay. And there are limited seats in the Luminary path because this is not for everyone. Okay. I'm actually even reluctant to put the link up on the screen because I really want to talk to people first, because I want to make sure that this is right for you and you are right for the Luminary path. But you can at least, with the link, go and check out the Luminary path page and see what all is included in everything that is there. So you're going to get the personalized support to review your progress and overcome roadblocks and optimize your strategy. And those have been thrown in for pay in full. So not only are you going to save 20% with pay in full, which is $2,000, you will also be able to spread that out over as many payments as Klarna or Afterpay will allow you to. I have no control over that. What they offer you is based on you as an individual. Okay. But it can be 4 payments. It can be more payments. It could be 8 payments. It could be 4 payments over 2 months, or it can be, I've heard up to 6 months. Some people have been given 6 months, right? For much less priced items, right? So that is your full pay item. Okay. That is your full pay bonus, right? You can get save 20% and you can get those 2 quarterly strategy sessions. And then on top of that, everyone gets the one-on-one strategy session and I've got 5 of those. Actually, I only have 3 of those left, right? You get a one-on-one strategy session to get onboarded into the Luminary path, right? And so it is $397 for 6 months. I'm offering that as a payment plan as well. So you can pay in full today at $2,000, or you can do the subscription, the membership at $397 a month. It is a 6-month commitment. Now, this is intended to be a 6-month program. This is intended to be, I'm sorry, an actual 12-month program. Okay. This is intended to be a 12-month program, but we are launching it as a 6-month. It is going to be your springboard. It is going to be your foundation, right? We do not know what is going to happen in 2025. Again, I am not fear mongering, but what I can tell you, as things are happening, we will come together and we will not decide for your business, but we will get information and be given ways to make decisions and decide what the next best step is. If there was ever a year that I would suggest not being in business for yourself and all by yourself, it is 2025, right? Many of you are where you are in business, which is struggling. You're making barely enough, if enough, to just pay not even your household bills, but your business expenses, right? And the reason that is you need to get in a mastermind. You need the coaching. You need the group support. You need the ideas to bounce people off. And I will be honest with you, you need the financial commitment, right? The goal is within the first 30 days to help you make your money back. It's completely doable. I've done it with one-on-one clients. I have a client who was barely making $200 in sales of beauty products. And within the first month, she was now selling $5,000 worth of beauty products. Okay. So we want to drastically increase your revenue, and we can do that within the first 30 days. Now, can I guarantee that you're going to do that? No, because we don't know what's going to happen. I can't tell you you're going to be able to make those exact results. What I can tell you is if you come into the program and you do the work, you will move the needle in your business. And that's why I can't make a guarantee, because if you don't do the work, honey, you're not going to get the results. You have to show up and do the work. Okay. So if you're not doing the work, you're not going to get the results. So imagine waking up each morning knowing exactly what to focus on to grow your business. You have systems in place that allow you to attract dream clients and generate consistent revenue. You feel confident, clear, and in control of your path. That is why I created the Luminary path, right? We're going to light the way through the darkness, the uncertainty. We're going to light the way brick by brick and figure our way out. The only way through is through. This is unprecedented times. And I honestly look at it with all the optimism in the world, same as I did in 2009. I am very optimistic. I was built for times like these. And if you weren't, you were, but you need to lock arms with myself and other members so that you don't feel alone, so that you can feel in control, so that you have confidence, so that you have clarity on the systems and the procedures and the process to see your way through and make it happen. This is not the end of the world. This is the beginning. This is the beginning of a new season, of a new cycle, if you choose it to be. And that is why I chose the Luminary path, maybe too, because I recently watched The Wiz, but we're not going down the yellow brick road. We are creating our path brick by brick, and it's going to be lit up. Now, this is not for you if you're looking for a quick fix or magic bullet without putting in the work. Success takes consistent action, not shortcuts, right? It's also not for you if you're not ready to take consistent action to grow your business. This program is for action takers, not procrastinators. It's not for you if you prefer excuses over accountability. Growth happens when you're willing to take responsibility and stay committed to your goals. It's not for you if you are comfortable staying stuck in the same cycle without making changes. If you're not ready to step outside your comfort zone, this is not the right fit. Now, I am not the coach that's going to tell you you have to do it my way. You ultimately have to know your business and your ideal client, and you have to know and trust yourself. You absolutely do. Now, if you want to go way off the beaten path, it may not be for you. But if you can take what I give you and say, okay, I can take this piece and knowing this data about myself, my client, my business, and modify it just a little bit to make it work, then you're the right person for this. Okay. It's also not for you if you're not open to learning new strategies or implementing proven systems. The Luminary path is for those who are ready to adopt, grow, and build their success. Okay. The investment is just $397 with no long-term commitment. Actually, that's not true. That's not true. Oh, okay. Yeah. You can cancel anytime after 6 months, but trust me, you won't want to. That was a little confusing. I need to clear that up. So it's no long-term commitment. If you give yourself 6 months to make or break your business. I remember when I did back in 2015 and I rose to the occasion and my business soared for years after making that decision that I was all in. And I joined a mastermind. I partnered with others and hired a mentor to help me because doing it on my own, many of you are like I was. I knew what to do, but I needed the clarity. I needed the consistency. I needed the structure of showing up for my business, showing up for the trainings, showing up for the office hours and working my business, right? Of being able to squash the fears, to quiet the anxieties and do what it is that I needed to do. Okay. So there are two options. Okay. While I am live, I encourage you to join with the full pay, which is the $2,000. And when I say full pay, that means the full amount is being paid to me, but you are paying Klarna or Afterpay if you choose by the payment plan that they set up for you. Okay. Now I also offer, especially for those that I know and have worked with, I offer you the ability to join this as a membership at $397 a month for 6 months. Okay. If you just think about it, my client that would from $200 a month in sales went to $5,000 a month in sales. What is that worth? What is it worth to you to make that one big break in your business? What is it worth? Okay. So now I will go ahead and I will answer some questions. I know that Carolyn, she said, I just answered her question with how long does this take? And someone else, I saw a question about the monthly training. Okay. So month 1, we are going to focus on vision, foundations, and setting your daily method of operation. Okay. Month 2, we are going to work on magnetic messaging, right? That's creating content. That's writing content. We're going to go through what are the different types of content and how to pull in your ideal client so that you don't have to go out and hunt as much, but you still may have to, especially to, get things kicked off. Month 3, we're going to get into sales confidence and tracking mechanisms, like how to track your performance. We're going to go through what are the key performance indicators that you should be tracking and what to do to measure the health of your business based on those key performance indicators. Okay. We're also going to get into month 4, scaling systems and accountability. A lot of people hire VAs, but you've never led people and held them accountable in a business sense. So you don't know when you hire a VA or a freelancer, how to set the expectation, to know what to expect, which is what you accept, right? And how to set expectations and how to make sure that whoever is doing the work for you knows what to do, how to do it and how to meet your expectations, right? And there's going to be a bonus module completely around that. In month 5, we're going to get into building authority, standing out as a luminary, right? The whole purpose of this is building a personalized authority building strategy with metrics to help you track your progress. In month 6, we're going to get into designing your luminary legacy, right? Reflection and your long-term strategy. This is going to be a personalized legacy blueprint and tools for sustained success. Okay. Now, there are going to be tools. The great thing about working with me at any given time, you know that I have vaults of proven success tools and mechanisms. So you're going to get tracking tools, templates for your KPIs and messaging, sales system, and authority building. You're going to get KPI tracking mechanism to measure overall progress and refine strategies. You'll get accountability and team management, right? You will get my 2025 content calendar with the hooks and the call to actions. You will get swipe files. Like I said, your welcome email series, right? You will get help with and swipe files to help you write your lead magnet email series, how to nurture your emails, how to, send a flash sale out to your email list, how to write webinar emails and have a webinar series for your email list, how to segment your email list will all be included in the toolbox that I am going to provide you with. Okay, so I do actually have another meeting to get to, but I will stay on here as long as possible. So let me do another check for comments and questions. Yes, it is great. It is great. Thank you for sharing, Susan. Susan, this sounds awesome. Sounds like what she is looking for. If you, have any questions, you can always reach out to me in the DM and I will answer those if there's anything sensitive that you may not want to share publicly. But yeah, this is a very awesome program. I'm very excited to bring it because I know what it's like to feel all alone in business and that no one understands what you are going through, right? Because many of us are solopreneurs, we are one person businesses, and our friends and family don't necessarily get it, right? And so having this and getting tools like a workflow and automation map, accountability partner worksheet, this is loaded. Like people think I'm crazy for actually offering this for only $2,000 full pay, or only $2,000 full pay, right? This could easily be sold for $5,000, right? But this is just the first round. This is just the first round. You can expect that the pricing will actually increase. So I'm going to go through, someone asked for the tools and resources. I'm going to go through that again. So you'll get a Luminary Blueprint worksheet, which is a guided worksheet to map out your vision, goals, and priorities. You'll get a DMO template, goal setting workbook, the content calendar, ideal audience persona template, messaging framework, your sales framework, step-by-step guide. You'll get a sales tracker. You'll get follow-up sequence templates which are pre-written emails and DM scripts. You'll get workflow and automation map, accountability partner worksheet, team accountability toolkit. You'll get authority building checklist, content pillar template, press pitch email template. There's a KPI worksheet. There is, how to measure the health of your business, a reflection workbook, a future DMO builder. There's a lot, right? I have done programs like this and charged $397 for beta. Okay. And done it in 6 weeks. And people were way too overwhelmed. We are going to, while it is a 6-month program, you should be able to see results within the first month to 2 months, like hands down. The way that I lead this and train this. And that's why I highly encourage to sign up now, because you get those strategy sessions. Those strategy sessions, that one-on-one time is going to be critical. And I'm actually considering adding a VIP component later on down the line for additional, you know, at additional costs to have strategy sessions built in. But to keep it affordable, I did not come out with everyone getting a strategy session initially, because that would definitely take it to a $5,000-$6,000 program. Okay. And so instead of doing that, we're keeping it affordable. But to get those next 3 people in, especially with full pay, I am doing quarterly strategy sessions, and everyone who signs up this first round actually is going to get at least 1 strategy session, and the full pay will get the 2 additional quarterly strategy sessions with me. And you'll have access to me through the group to be able to ask your questions and get your questions answered. So I did see that someone said they are signing up right now. I am going to go because it does not look like there are any more questions. There are people messaging me, so I'm going to get to those messages. But thank you so much for checking this out. And if you don't join the Luminary Path, you need to join something. 2025 is not the year to be in business for yourself, but by yourself.